Fort Barrancas is on NAS Pensacola property, and we've had very limited access for about 3 years due to a shooting. The base has decided to open back up to the public. I believe you're going to have to go through some security checks to get in, but we will have much more access to Fort Barrancas. The original fort, built by the Spanish in 1698, was a coastal defense against pirates. It's been expanded and modified by the Spanish, the British, and eventually the United States. During the War of 1812, Fort Barrancas was occupied by the British, who used it as a base to launch attacks on American ships in the Gulf of Mexico. After the war, the United States got it back, and it became a training area for the military. So Zachary Taylor, our 12th President of the United States, actually trained there. During the Civil War, it was occupied by the Confederate forces early in the war, but was later recaptured by the Union troops. The Union Army used the fort as a base to launch attacks on Confederate positions in the area. Now it serves as a part of the Gulf Islands National Seashore, as well as Fort Pickens. Fort Pickens is right across the waterway. And then across to the west of us is Fort McRae over in the other portion of the Gulf Islands National Seashore, over off of Johnson's Beach, that Perdido Key area, if you're familiar with that area. I think the last time I'd been to Fort Barrancas, I was in elementary school, so it was good to get back and see it. So there are several attractions on the base at NAS, and that's why at least the locals have been pretty disappointed that the base has been shut down to the public, which was completely understandable in my opinion. I understand where the military is coming from with that one. The safety of the folks working on the base needs to come first, but everybody's excited to have it open back up. In addition to Fort Barrancas, you have Fort Barrancas National Cemetery. That's where my grandparents are. You have the lighthouse, and you have the National Aviation Museum. And that museum probably took me an hour and a half to get through, and I think I blew through it pretty quickly. So I don't think it's really very realistic to plan on seeing all three in one day. Fort Barrancas, the lighthouse, and the aviation museum. I mean, you could, but I don't know if you're going to be able to really explore everything. This is your quick 3-minute tour of Fort Barrancas. Hope you enjoyed it. I don't just discuss real estate on my channel. I also like to discuss the history and some interesting parts of the greater Pensacola area. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.